So I'm running out real quick to get a couple bottles of wine. A buddy of mine down here, Puerto Rican guy, born and raised, he used to be a banker. He runs a bunch of cell phone stores now, so he's down with like opening up multiple shops and stuff, and he's got a few businesses. So he's agreed to help me out, help me look over some of my contracts for the lease, to make sure I'm not getting screwed. And there's a ton of stuff on there that's just retarded. So I'm gonna make sure I'm not the one that's crazy by thinking, or not thinking, but by telling these people there's no way in hell they're getting what they want. So time to wine and dine them with some cheap wine from Ralph's supermarket. Let's get us some wine and snacks. So much for getting the cheap wine from Ralph's. I went there and they had this. It's a Primitivo di Mandaria. It's a 2007, but it comes off these vines that are 60 years old. This wine is freaking awesome. The bottle itself weighs about 5 pounds. It's crazy. It's super dark. A friend of mine, he's a sommelier at Jean Georges restaurant here in Puerto Rico. He's one of 3 in the whole island, and he brought a bottle of this over for me and told me all about it, and I was like, oh yeah, sounds fancy, that's great. And it's not too expensive. I mean, it's like 30 bucks, but tasting is amazing. So if you're into wines, reds, check this wine out. I promise you're gonna love it if you can find it. It's really hard to find. I don't know why this place carries it, but they do. This is Ramon. He's helping me out with with the cupcake problem.
Yeah, hold on.
They have this thing tied to my personal name for the contract, so I need to open up a business here and then put it in that business name. Yeah. That's going to be the next thing I got to do.
When do you want to do that?
Tomorrow, like as soon as possible. I just need to open up some court.
Oh, we can do it right now.
Can we do it online?
Of course.
You have LLCs down here?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's what I have.
Yeah. I just want the separation without the paper. Register an LLC, because if you do a corporation, you have to do all kinds of paperwork and keep records, all types of documents and all kinds of stuff. It's a pain in the ass. But an LLC is super simple, limited liability, which is the main part of doing it. It basically says if someone sues your company, you and all your personal assets can't get to that. So if someone wants to sue my tattoo shop because, you know, they got MRSA for getting a tattoo or something, they can't come after me, my family, my house, and my other businesses and take money from that. They can only go after that one particular company, and that's huge. So you want to make sure that's why we're doing this, because right now the contract is under my personal name, which means if someone wants to sue me, like these landlords or whatever, they want to come after me, they can come after me directly. They could take my house or something, and I don't want that. I need a business name. I gotta
Shop.
well, I know, but I don't know if I want it to be the shop name. I want it to be something just completely independent. So when it shows up on people's like charges or something, it's not going to be a tattoo shop that shows up on their bill. It'll be something a little bit different. So because a lot of times people want to hide, like kids want to hide stuff from their parents, but they use their parents' credit cards. Mm-hmm. So it's like Body Mod doesn't show up as Body Mod when they pay for stuff. It shows up as Science LLC, because people don't want, like a lot of people it's privacy issues. They don't want, their wives and stuff to know that what they're doing. So I like to make something different, but that's the name that owns that particular business. So I should call this this is how I formed my business name. I'm just looking around for objects that are around me. Well, no. I didn't think I was going to be doing it today. What should I do? Can I do a name? Can I do Jack Burton LLC?
You can do whatever.
That's the guy from Big Trouble in Little China. Jack Burton. Who? Jack Burton. Me. Really? That'd be awesome. Oh wait, what's that Chinese restaurant? Blackpool? Hold on, let me see if it's called Black. If it's called Black, I might do that. Blackpool LLC.
It's one that I could. So
Dragons
right now,
of the Black
I'm
Pool.
deactivated. I just disappeared.
There we go. There. My new company name is going to be Blackpool LLC.
Oh, there you
No,
go.
but I wanted to make out Christmas cards, so I need to spell your name.
It's pretty much one of the coolest company names that will ever be registered. For Puerto Rico, for sure. Would you like some chocolate-covered pomegranate? It's full of antioxidants, so it's healthy. Natural source of flavanol antioxidants. Delicious. Good. Here you go. I just registered BlackpoolLLC.com and BlackpoolPR.com. It's my new company website.
Actually, when you do an LLC,
Yeah.
you don't put over here. Our LLC is just like the one in Delaware.
Okay.
So you don't put the owner of the LLC. You don't register the owner
Okay.
in the State Department. But you do have to have an operating agreement.
File it away. $180 to form the corporation, by the way.
Okay, now that you have that, you need to get a social security number.
You mean a tax ID number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that now?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Where was it at?
I went to this thing called Google and I put in apply
yeah.
EIN.
Right, yeah.
Let me right to it. Can I apply for a DBA here now? Or do I have to apply for a DBA and then put that here?
No, you actually don't apply for a DBA anymore.
I can just put it here then, right?
Exactly.
So I can put Live Once Ink Shop.
Exactly.
Again. Do you have or do you expect to have employees who receive W-2s within the next 12 months?
No.
Shit. Huh? No? Okay. Just 1099 everybody. Which means I don't pay their taxes. They're responsible for their own taxes.
Yep.
And I don't have to give them benefits and all that other stuff should they work for me for 40 hours. They're all on their own,
Exactly.
in case you're curious. I work, all my work, when I do consulting work, I'm 1099 for everybody. I don't W-2 anything, ever. Okay, I now have my employer identification number, so the IRS now knows that they should look for me to get money. I'm done.
All right. Not quite.
Now what?
Now we need to go to the Treasury Department and get a merchant's number registration. Without that, you can't get any permits.
Awesome. Permits are important because if everyone's not getting paid from you trying to make a buck, it's not legal. The website just doesn't work, dude.
It's not working.
I can't even get past the first screen. Website's borked.
So,
This I'll have to do later.
yeah.
Okay. Most people that work in corporate web development are retards that don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah, none of this shit works no matter what I put in here. Okay, screw it. So that's done. Anything else that I need to do online?
Oh, no. Not now.
Okay, so this is the contract. I bookmarked all the pages that I think have fucked clauses, and then I have the notes over here, Exhibit B. So they need to approve everything before I put it out there. So what I want is them just to say, I can put whatever the hell I want out there. I have to come to them every time I want to put a sign outside. That's gonna get irritating.
That's, you need to talk to them about that, because I know what they're trying to protect there, and I don't know if they're going to agree for that. Upside down cross with the 666, I love Satan.
Yep.
And they said that you could put whatever you wanted to put there. They have problems.
Well, no, they have a rule, which I didn't argue, that says basically anything has to be, like not offensive and not this and not that. So, like, they could use that for their backup if I want to put a giant upside down cross somewhere. But like, if I want to put a sign out that says like Halloween specials, I don't want to go to them and say, I need you to approve this sign before I
I
put it
talked to them
out.
about that, but I don't.
I'm gonna send them a treatment. That logo file that I made last night, I'm gonna send that to them. Like, this is my name, this is the logo, this is the font, this is the stuff. So I'm gonna use this everywhere, but I want your general approval that, anywhere I use this.
Another thing that you need to do, you need to register the logo.
Yeah, I'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
It's just so no one steals my shit. Because this is stupid. This literally says, for any reason we want to change your rent, we can do it, and you have to pay us.
Right, and you just want to add, if that's like that, I can cancel.
Exactly. That's what was another one. I have to pay a cooling service charge. What the hell is a cooling service charge? I'm the one paying for the air conditioning. So what's it? Like, is the cooling service the roof that covers the walkway so people have shade? Insurance, all the shit I'm supposed to carry, employer's liability, all the shit. So what I wanted to know was, what insurances do you have, like policy limits and things like that? Because I don't know if this is absurd for what they're asking me, or if it's low. Yeah, it's $1 million for pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's
standard?
pretty normal.
Okay.
It costs like $99 a year or $200 a
Oh,
year
yeah?
or something like that. It's
Okay.
pretty cheap.
So I want to know, like, if you have, oh, these are the insurances you need. Here's where you can get them. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I can help you.
See, that's awesome.
I'm an ex-insurance agent, so I have a lot of insurance agent friends.
That's even better.
Yeah.
So I've written up an email that I'm sending back to the landlord and the agent so that they can review it and then get back to me. This is the email. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, there's a lot there. Other things that they wanted me to agree to that I'm not is they wanted me to be a guarantor. I'm saying a guarantor of an individual is not acceptable. This is a business-to-business transaction. There's also, they tell me what the base rent is, but then they say there's all these fees that I have to pay, but they don't say what the fees are. So I say a complete cost breakdown of all charges to tenant must be provided before signing of contract. This should also include a final monthly total owed amount. And then this is my favorite. At the very end, where you're supposed to sign your name to sign the contract, underneath it, they printed my social security number, my full social security number, and sent it to me in an email. So my response to this is placing my personal social security number in a public document and then posting it in clear text on the internet without my direct consent is not only illegal but hugely offensive. My SSN should be removed from all documents immediately. This is not negotiable and further happenings will be acted upon. Should any theft of my identity occur because of this, all participants will be held liable. They're sending my social security number with my name, my address, everything around to who knows how many people in clear text. That's just asking for identity theft. It's a horrible, horrible business. So I told them if they agree to these terms, I'd love to move forward. So most likely they're going to come back and say, this is just ridiculous, and we're going to have to go back and forth. But if they don't agree to most of these, I'm not taking the shot. Because I'm not going to get into a contract with these guys with this much, liability on my end. So read your contracts. It's important. These guys will screw you.